Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Don't apologize for wanting power. Don't apologize for wanting it. I'm gonna tell you what, you want power out in this world. Indeed, that's why a lot of people will lean on other people because they want some type of power. You want power. In fact, if you are a supporter of mine, a true supporter, I'm trying to give you ways of having power. When I talk about body game, that's one form of power. That's one form of power in two ways. One, if you're trying just to get through life, just having the physicality to get through life. Because remember when I had my stroke back in late 2023, what did I say when I started doing videos again? Body game more than ever. And one of the things with that was I wanted to be able to just walk. That's very powerful, just to be able to move. That's power in itself. And then power over the ladies. I say the ladies love it, but then that's giving you some power in the relationship that you're dealing with them. You coming from a place of power. And then even though I've talked about men getting women without spending money, what do I always say every time I talk about that? You want the money for yourself. You have the power there. You have the power there. Or when you're trying to leave, or if you have good credit, hey, having an 800 credit score is power in itself. People gonna bend over backwards to give you stuff. Shoot, nowadays, if you have a 700 credit score, but you want it a bit better. You have a high credit score. You're able to do stuff. You're able to go along. If you have money, you go to any restaurant or something, you have a little bit extra money you can tip. That's power in itself. You can get the things that you want. You can dress the way you want. You can hit the barber up. You can fix up the way you want. You need power in just having health insurance nowadays. There's a big difference in how a hospital doctors will treat you if you have like the big health insurance as opposed to no health insurance. Because if you have no health insurance, oh yeah, they might take you, but yeah, they ain't rushing. But you have health insurance, oh yeah, they gonna give you all the attention in the world. But that's a power thing. You want that power, you want the power. Or knowledge is power. Knowledge applied is power. If you know how to do something, that's powerful in itself. And I'm gonna tell you what, whatever way you want power, whatever way you need power, don't apologize for it. Because you have some people who will try to come at you and try to say, well, you just want power. Yeah. Don't be like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, I do. Never say you sorry about it. You want power in this world. Indeed, that's why on my Deep Thought channel, I'll talk about the days. The days don't want you to have power because they're trying to keep it for themselves. If you want power, you don't want to just be somebody just at the whim of other people. On my money channel, I talk about business. I talk about having a business. And even there was a period I talked about managing your money. That's power in itself. Because that's power over what you have over your tools. You can if you have any trouble, if there's an emergency, you always have money. Plus, that goes into what I was saying earlier about having that good credit. You pay that off. Trust me, people hand you stuff. I knew a dude, he had an 800 credit score. Even though he had a very modest job, he had an 800 credit score. He said, if he goes anytime he's gone into like a car place or something, oh shoot, they barely looking at it. They barely like trying to check his salary. They see that credit score. They want to give him something. They bending over backwards for him. Or even just personal power. Speaking of that bending over backwards, I remember on just that personal power, that presence, that's power in itself. I remember when I went to, it was like one of those multi-level marketing things. And it was, I was looking for money. You know, I had 1,000 jobs. But I noticed as I was sitting in a chair, people were just walking out. They were just talking about whatever. And I had all these people just coming towards me. But I think because I was sitting in there looking like I could get something done, I could make some money for them. So everybody was just smiling. It was kind of creepy in a way. But I was just like, wait a minute, why everybody inching towards me? But just having a powerful presence. Indeed, even your body language. Just having posture. I remember a beautiful young lady, she did a webinar for my more private group. And she was talking about how posture is very powerful and how that can like get attention. And indeed, I remember seeing a clip, it was from a FBI agent, and how that they're trained. They're trained to enter a room a certain way. That's power in itself. What's your body language? That's power. Whatever power you have, whatever power that you're working on, whatever the case, you don't apologize for it. You want that in this world. You need that in this world. The more power that you have, whether it's money, whether it's your presence, whether it's how you talk, your knowledge, however you want to look at it, it gets you through life. People pay attention. People give you the things they want. Well, you want. They give you the things you want. I remember even being in a restaurant, and they were just a few minutes late bringing the food. Just a few minutes. It wasn't enough for me to complain about. It was crowded anyway. I was just like, as long as they bring the food. But having the presence I did, having a combination of the presence I did and just use how I tipped. This woman, she actually gave me a discount on the food. It was only a few minutes later, but what was I going to say? Look, when you walking through the world, when you walking through life, when you built that power, however you built it, physical, mental, whatever, you don't apologize for it. You don't say you sorry for it. If you ever get somebody trying to put you down because of it, just say, well, this is who I am. Don't even say, I'm sorry, this is who I am. Just say, this is who I am. This is what I want to do. And I'm good with it. Never say you're sorry, though. Never say you sorry. Because you want to have that going through this world, especially men. If usually on this channel, I'm talking about man gets woman. Women are attracted to men of power. They're attracted to that power. Why should you apologize for it? You want to have it. You want to have it. And you want to work for it. Whether you want to have the physical power, you want to have the knowledge, you want to make money. Despite what I say about not using money to get women, you don't use money to get women. You can get women off your presence, off your other power, having a good posture. Using money so you can live the lifestyle that you want to live. You're doing that for yourself. Because as I always say, your main relationship is with yourself. But you don't apologize to anyone for that. That's who you are. You want that. You don't want to be bending to someone else's power. You don't want to be dependent on someone else. Because when you're dependent on them, then you have to do stuff their way. And there's too many people out there doing that. You supporting me, I want you to have power. All right? And don't apologize for it. So that's all I have for right now. Be empowered. And I'll get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.